EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that show. Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll go again with White. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
One of the tight ends in motion right. On first down, right back to White. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They try again. It's second and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Another run here with White. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That is caught, finding Higgins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Burrow now to throw on first down. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Burrow. Backs to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Motion man, set right. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. To throw is Burrow. He'll find his running back, White. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Rachaad White. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line. Sending a receiver right. A first down throw for Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll go again with Swift. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. Jackson looking to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run. It's Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Now, Jackson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Second and 7. They run with White. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On first and 10, Burrow. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. This one intercepted. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Austin brought in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cincinnati.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Higgins sent in motion. Now a second down throw for Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Now, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Gesicki, the man in motion. Back to throw, Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 4 at 14-10. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, here's Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Play action now. Jackson. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. It's the tight end Likely in motion. From the gun, Jackson.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Jackson up top again. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He's to the 10, and he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Jackson. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off he goes. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now a timeout, Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Throwing is Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A huge play just before the half. 35 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
That ties the game at 17.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jackson now. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the Bengals 41-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Now he takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. To the tight end, Likely. And he's going to be taken down right around the 9. Now here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line.
It's the tight end, Likely, in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and goal for Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens move out in front, 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Higgins sent in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, White. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Burrow. This one grabbed by Austin. Here's 2nd and 2. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
On the handoff, it's White. And he's got a Bengals 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On first down, it's White. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
A give, and here's White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Burrow now. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. They'll motion a tight end right. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance.
And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
On first down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Burrow. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Jackson now on second down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down convert.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second.
Here comes Swift. They toss it right. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
Made at the 36-yard line. Brings up third down.
Third and long for Jackson. That's complete on the tight end screen. You try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Higgins sent in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They motion a receiver right. Back to throw, Burrow. That one finds Chase. Big play coming up. This is third down. Gesicki, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. The Bengals out and ready to punt. They forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That one underneath to Mitchell. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going for it all. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Thrown left side. The catch is made. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Burrow working in the pistol. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he will score. Game on. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Room to run inside the 40. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. They'll try the right side with Swift. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. Here's 2nd down and 3. Burrow to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to White. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And he finally is going to have to eat this one. He will go down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. It's a win here for the Ravens. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.